So I came all the way back here for the end screen of the last video, and it was a long way, and I wasted a lot of repels. But I want to know, does Abra's teleport actually work here? Does Abra's teleport not work in the field anymore in this game? That sucks. Do I have an escape rope? Anyway, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to whatever this game is called. Pokemon Ultra... Anyway, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, we had a rather interesting experience in Brooklet Hill. It could have gone better. It also could have gone worse, if we're being honest. And today, we're going to be running off down back in the direction towards Heihei City. Captain Kiawe is teaching you how to dance, is he now? So there's a couple trainers on this route, and then there's going to be some plot which we're going to have to deal with. I think there's also more stuff that we can do in Heihei City now, but I'm not going to because I want to do gameplay things, and we will be returning to there eventually anyway. And perhaps when we do that, we can do a little more exploring. But let's see, we have an Igglybuff and a Jigglypuff. Try saying that 5 times fast. So you are both Fairy type, aren't you? And as such, Brick Break is not going to do a lot. I'm going to stay in and use Tackle just because I want Foos to get some more experience still. I think Fire Fang should probably do a lot more. So we're going to have Pika use Fire Fang on Jigglypuff over here. And that's going to 1-hit KO the Jigglypuff. I'm not too worried. These things are only level 16 and 17. Foos is going to grow to level 17. And Dragon Tail, interesting. Reduced priority move, 60 power, 90 accuracy. Dragon type will force a switch. Let's get rid of Leer. I kinda thought about spamming Leer in a couple places when I was really underleveled and I really wanted to increase the damage output of my other moves. I think I used it on Magikarp a couple times when I fought those just to make the battle go faster. But other than that, I can't really see Leer being a very useful move in most cases. So you're gonna defend, which is annoying. And I think we're going to just do that again. I think even with the +1 on the defense, an Igglybuff probably will not stand up to a Fire Fang at half health. Yeah, alright. Goodbye, Igglybuff. Foos is going to gain a little experience. Pico is going to gain a little experience. And we can move on. Let's see. You guys saw me from, like, really far away, by the way. I'm surprised you were able to see me from that far. There's another trainer over here. There's another trainer over here. Right up until that last move, I think I got pretty lucky with the paralysis there. Let me go and do something about that real fast. Alright, anyway, Foos is getting to the point where she's actually able to hold her own in battle, which is nice. Because the really low levels when you obviously can't do anything besides sit there and soak up experience are, like, you kind of accept those when you're training a Pokemon. It's the intermediate levels where, like, you're just strong enough that maybe you could, like, survive a hit or two. But you can't really, like, dish anything out. Those are the ones that are really annoying when it comes to training things. Forgot I didn't have a repel on. I let it expire when I was running around right outside Brooklet Hill and I never put it back. Anyway, Mudbray, you there, trainer? Can you come to my aid? Over here. Yo, 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 don't go turning your backside on us. And you're that numbskull trainer from Melee Melee, yo. These scoundrels are Pokemon thieves, and you're on familiar terms with them. Well, I know them. We've never met. I have no idea who these are. I'm Hapu. Life in the big city sure is something else. Pokemon themes roam about so brazenly. I'll leave that one to you. We're not thieves, yo. It's legitimate business. We got straight messed up in Melee, got exiled to Akala. But we ain't going out like that. Alright, let's take care of these two numbskulls real fast. You know what, maybe I should have left the paralysis on so that I couldn't be poisoned, because I think the poison was actually much more of a problem. Anyway. So, Drifblim and Mudbray, interesting combination. It'll be a messy clean up afterward, but I'm willing if you are. Wait, what? Is this gonna get violent? You better listen to what my homie says and drill it into that thick skull of yours. Seriously, you better not forget it, numbskull. Oh, Drifblim is like a lost Pokemon. Which is funny if you know what Drifblim's Pokedex entry says. I've got you to thank for that. Give me your name, trainer. Drago, eh? It's a fine name. I like the way you handled yourself in battle. Mudsdale and I are always wandering all about Alola to try to achieve our goals. So perhaps we'll meet again someday. I am indebted to you for your aid, after all. I've never used a Mudbray. It looks kind of cool. I know that it's got some interesting moves. It's got some fairly high-powered ground-type attacks. Maybe someday I'll use it. Anyway, she's gonna wander off. And I am going to, probably gonna go back and heal. Oh, there's one more trainer fight to be had here, at least. I think this is the last one on this route. Alright, any more? Or can I actually, that is an obstacle that will be cleared later. Any more, or can I go and, heal properly? Oh, there's more stuff behind here. Do that now. There's not more stuff behind there, because that is rocks that I've got to get rid of. Alright, BRB. Another totem sticker. Oh, there's a passage behind here, too. I'm gonna forget if I don't do that now, so we're just gonna go stick our heads in here and pick up a big mushroom. Alright. Does that have utility in this game besides selling? Alright, so we're gonna run back in this direction, and I want to say, I think I said last time that I think this is like the shopping mall area. Royal Avenue. Oh, you know what this might be? Oh, yes, I remember this. This is ridiculous. Or it's going to be ridiculous soon, anyway. There's a Pokemon Center here. I could have healed there instead of running all the way back, but whatever. There's a nice garden here. The Pokemon Fan Club. I think it's downplaying their dedication a bit. It's really more like the Pokemon Fanatic Club. Alright. That's what fan is short for, isn't it? Sticker. I'm gonna just go and grab that sticker real fast. I hope there's no other trainers on their island tour adventure who are looking for these stickers, because I am kind of running away with them all. Alright, there's actually a couple buildings back here. Captain Mallow is an amazing cook. Mallow special, like an explosion in my mouth. Alright. Go for some food right now. What exactly is this? Malasadas for takeout. Sure. Is that our regional full heal? Big malasadas are very big, so be sure to share it with your Pokemon. Alright, you know what? I know that I looked up several times what exactly a malasada is, but I don't remember, and it's gonna drive me crazy. So we're just gonna go and do that right now. Alright, Wikipedia. Malasada is a Portuguese fried pastry from the Azores. It is a type of donut made of flattened rounds of yeast dough coated with sugar and cinnamon or accompanied with molasses. Alright, I knew it was some kind of like pastry, but I forgot that it was specifically like donut-like. So that's nice. how I understand why you're obsessed with them. We're members of the Malasada fan club as self-appointed Malasada promoters. I'm Mala. I don't want to know what the nickname of your partner is. Oh, well, I guess that's... I was sure that your Pyukimuku's nickname was going to be Sada. Anyway, we're working hard day and night to promote how delicious Malasadas are. Person in the booth next to you is tired of hearing you go through this. We're filling our bellies with marvelous, magnificent, positively man-sized big Malasada. Let's dig in at once. You do you. The whole point of this is to make me uncomfortable. I'm never coming back here. I appreciate their support, but they are a bit distracting. Well, focus, focus. Let's get back to selling Malasadas. That was a completely pointless interaction that I think is amazing. Alright. So, there's a Sudowoodo standing here. Madam, does this belong to you? Is your Sudowoodo allowed to wander around when you're on lunch break? It's got a lax nature, so it loves sour milk. Alright, so you're gonna tell me about, like, Pokemon flavor profiles based on natures. Black Belt, his focus is amazing. Alright. Oh, is this like an eating contest? Someone fell asleep. Alright, so you are indeed going to tell me about different nature-related flavor profiles. I think the Malasada is the regional full heal, though. Yes, it is. Alright. Makes sense. I think there's still more for us to do here. What is this? I would know if I read the sign. Oh, is this the fan club? This looks like the fan club. This has to be the fan club. Alright. Who else but the Pokemon fan club would have a Meowth on a large framed pink heart? Alright, what do you want? So, oh, this is photos? Is this specifically about, like, the Pokemon Snap minigame that I haven't been doing? You see, the original is Rapidash. Alright, well, I'm not super interested in affection points, but maybe if I do decide to take a video or so later to really do a lot. The Everstone prevents evolution. Maybe if I take a video or so later to do a lot with Pokemon Snap, I'll come back here. Anyway. Oh yeah, you're gonna tell me about the breeding mechanics too? I did do that when I was breeding for Stroon over here to get... Stroon has an adamant nature, right? I think she does. Adamant nature. Yes, just so that I didn't have to, like, basically roll a 1 in 25 to get the nature I wanted. Or really 2 in 25, because I would have also been fine with Jolly. Please do not judge me for raising a competitive Dratini for this in-game Let's Play. I'm only doing it because it's my thing, my mascot. I would be a lot less, like, militant about this if it was anything else, basically. Wait, what did I agree to? Person of courage. Alright. Listen to my worries. Alright, sure, have at it. It's taking all the courage I've got just to make myself talk to you like this, I'm afraid. That's how easily my courage is pulled up, just striking a simple conversation. It's really pathetic, I know, so please. What? Do I have to, like, I don't know, find a copy of, like, The Wizard of Oz or something and give it to you? With a lion costume? I have no idea what that's about. Alright. Let's go this way. Gladion. Or Gladion. Every time something brings me down, I end up back here again. Come on, Null. We'll beat everyone who stands before us. We're gonna be strong enough to protect them this time. Alright, these are the free-for-all battles, aren't they? Pretty sure that's where we're going here. Let's see, what do these NPCs have to say? Are you going to explain? No, you're not going to explain? The Battle Royale Dome. Yeah, oh yeah, that was their name, not the free-for-all. I think the free-for-all was, like an unofficial version of the contest that that people did where they would like. So the a little bit of backstory for Pokemon competitive Pokemon history. At some point, I think it started as some like YouTube challenge battle mode that people were doing, but if you have a double battle, normally you're teamed up and it's 2-on-2. But in a lot of cases, you can just attack your opponents. And I think some Poketubers got it in their head that they could do a double battle in 2-on-2, but instead of treating it like 2-on-2, they could just attack their opponents and try to win. And that sort of became a 3 versus 1. And in this game, I don't know if that was directly inspired by that trend, but in this game, Battle Royale is a battle mode that you can do if you want. I've never been into it. It's sort of like the gimmick battle, Barboach. Alright, I do not have a Barboach. Apparently I can find one in one of the upcoming areas. I've never been into the gimmick battles like Sky battles, inverse battles in Gen 6. I've never really been into. I didn't really care for rotation battles in Gen 5. I did like triples a lot. But that's really the only like gimmick battle mode that I've really been into. Do they have a gimmick battle style in Gens 8 and 9? I can't really remember. So, pineapple juice. Alright, so no specialty drink here. I will buy a coffee just because I can. Because it seems, you know, seems like the friendly thing to do to sit down and talk to the bartender when you come into one of these, enter a new city. Alright. Even the timid Pokemon Gramble with its scary face can't help but smile when it drinks some. By the way, are you gathering Pokebeans? Alright, you're gonna tell me about those again. I think every single one of these bartender guys has told me about Pokebeans. Alright. I'm not gonna be really going out of my way to make sure that I buy coffee or something in every single city, but I'll make an attempt. Let's see, there's some trucks in the parking lot over here. I'll go into the dome in a minute. Alright, we've got a Hypno. Alright, this does look like a shopping mall. But I'm used to them being a little bigger. First I want to see, alright, so there's one of these stickers over here. Just gonna grab that, we're up to 24. And there's an item ball, which is an HP up. So we're starting to get into the territory of better items, one might say, with the HP ups and whatnot. You're going to tell me about the Z-Rings. Let's see. There would be a beach here, but we can't get to the other side of that rock. Team Skull. Alright, that's the Guts ability. It's definitely not a bad ability in competitive. You've done 0 squats. You're just sitting there. Which is fine. Not every day has to be leg day, I suppose. The QR code for any Pokemon you've caught in your Pokedex. Really? I have never done that. So if I just open up the Alola Pokedex to like Rowlet, oh, it said caught, so I guess it would have to be something that I've actually got. If I hit the X button, what actually happens if I scan this? Let me grab my phone here. My phone is on 17%. Where is my QR scanner? Fortunately, my Android phone over here is a little on the old side, and the regular camera program won't do it. But if I scan this QR code, that wasn't helpful. I don't know if you have to scan that with another 3DS and it'll figure out what to do with it, but it just gave me a bunch of text that's a Unicode string that mostly doesn't mean anything. Although I see the word poke in it. Probably is short for Pokemon. Alright. Enough of that. I am going to boy, what do you do with that? That's gonna drive me crazy. Alright, excuse the cut there. I had to stop and come back a few days later. Let's see. This is the shopping mall, the Thrifty Megamart, where the sales are explosive. That sounds dangerous. Here, have a special discount coupon. It can only be used at our store. Alright, awesome. Rewards programs. Everyone loves a good rewards program. Actually, I don't know if that's true anymore, because I feel like people are just kind of starting to get tired of, you know, when they walk into any old store and they want to ask if they're going to sign up for anything. It does sort of grate on one's nerves after a while. I used to work at Target a long time ago, and that was definitely the worst part of it, was asking people if they wanted to sign up for the rewards, because most people didn't. Some people didn't know what you were talking about. A lot of people said, yes, I already have, and I suspect that they were just trying to get me to stop asking. Not the most fun job I've ever had, but let's see. So this is if I walk around and talk to the displays, we're going to see what's inside them, but we're not actually going to get to buy anything, which I suppose is fair enough, because actually, if you wanted to buy something and you had to walk around and go to the correct shelves, that would also start to probably get old pretty fast. What I suspect I have to do is talk to the clerks. Did I add things up wrong? I don't have enough for all this. Not even close. There's a lot of NPCs in here. This place is a blessing for your wallet. Alright. How much do Pokemon eat anyway? I guess it depends on the species. I try to travel as cheap as much as I can. When I find a supermarket like this, I just can't help feeling like I had a jackpot. Alright. I don't think, as usual, I don't think I'm gonna talk to everyone, but just in case I do see someone saying something interesting, such as a guy who's gonna give me a tomato berry, I really should go and plant some of these berries. I don't even remember where I do that. Discount coupons. That's just a one-time thing, like the first time you walk into the store, right? What? Give him 1 Poké-Dollar, or Poké-Yen to be precise, which I think... What's the exchange rate? That's like 8 cents? Something to that effect? Alright. I have no idea what the purpose of that hypno there is. I'll have to look that up, because I feel like that's gonna bother me if I can't... like, figure out, like, what that's a reference to, or what's that for, or whatever. Anyway. Can I... Wait, what? I thought you were going to give me a speech before giving me the chance to buy something, but apparently you're only going to fight me if I beat the champion first? I can talk to you behind the register, that's interesting. So here we have Pokeballs and the like. Should I buy some more? Is it not a terrible idea to have a few timer balls on hand? I'm going to do that. Alright. What about, oh, a discount coupon. Until you leave the shop. Wait. What are the terms of service on that? Because in the real world, you usually only get to use a coupon once. If I go and buy a couple more of, for example, these... Is that like 50% off? What are we doing here? Are they just trying to encourage me to blow all my money while I'm in here? In that case, it might have been wiser for me to come in here later, because it looks like it's a percent and it's not like just a fixed Poké-Dollar amount. Strange souvenirs. Are these the ones that appeared in Kalos and Pokemon X and Y and nobody knew what they did for like 3 years until this game came out? And I mean, I still don't think they do anything. They're just like references to games that I'm sure were already in the planning stages at that point. Yeah, let's just grab one. Yeah, that's 50% off. Alright, so I can waste all my money in here. I'm not going to. If they had like full restores or something, I might. But the items that they had on sale there were things like, you know, regular Pokeball. Well, I guess the timer balls are fairly expensive, but things that you can just buy anywhere for cheap, and I don't really expect that I'll need that many. Anyway, did I talk to all these people out here? Alright, that's just what are you looking at me for? Did I go out here? I feel like I've probably been out there. That looks like space for an item that is no longer there, and that I'm sure has already been picked up. Alright, let's go into the Battle Royale Dome. Alright, so if Pokemon have taken damage from someone else's attack, try to deal them a finishing blow. Yeah, this is the free-for-all battle mode. Oh, there's a sticker. I guess I haven't been in here yet. Moves that can attack all other Pokemon on the field, like Razor Leaf or Air Cutter, actually have their power cut. Yeah, that's true in doubles too, because they don't want Earthquake and Surf and whatnot to be completely overpowered. I think they're cut to 2/3 in multi-battles. And I assume it's the same right in here. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. I'm here today, yeah, to spread the word. Oh yeah, about Battle Royale. They call me the Masked Royal. Woo! You're not fooling anybody. The Masked Royal. I think I'm the only person on the entire planet who didn't get that this guy was Kukui the first time I came in here. Because to everyone else I know, it was immediately obvious, and I assume I was just pressing the A button as fast as I could, and I wasn't actually reading any of the text. So when people told me later, yeah, that guy is totally Kukui, I was like, what? When did he say that? Because I wasn't reading. Anyway, 4 trainers. 4 trainers, yeah. Each pick 3 Pokemon, yeah. 1 for big Pokemon battle, oh yeah. Alright, Kukui. Maybe lay off the Kamala coffee tomorrow. When one trainer's team can't battle anymore, yeah, the Battle Royale ends. Whichever trainer has taken the most, has taken out the most Pokemon, yeah, and has the most Pokemon left, will emerge the winner. Alright. I feel like... And again, I never did this competitively, and I don't know how the numbers exactly run, but I feel like that would imply that the winning strategy is just to take the most defensive Pokemon you can and wait for your opponents to take each other out if the battle ends the first time someone goes down, the first time one team goes down.
Hey.
Gladion. Anyway. I don't know how well this is going to go for me, because I don't have, like, an amazing team right now. They are, like, I only have 1 second evolution and 2 first stage evolutions, and none of them are especially powerful, but we'll see. Maybe I'll come back here towards the post-game when my team is done and see what I can do. I'll try to remember to do that. Anyway, are we just leading with the first things in our lineup? I didn't even get a chance to like, decide. Alright, null. Let's see. Who exactly is on my team right now? So this is gonna have a bit of a wrestling match sort of aesthetic. If I go into my team, alright, I do only have the 1 Pokemon. And I'm also the only one who isn't level 20, which probably doesn't bode especially well. So let me just... I'm going to go and protect spam. I haven't actually done... Oh, you too. I haven't actually done this yet in this game, but I've been thinking I might if I just need to kill time when someone has, like, status or something. But since I do only have 1 level 18 Pokemon, being able to... let's go after Rockruff over here. Only having 1 level 18 Pokemon, it probably would not be a terrible idea to just avoid taking damage if I could. Alright. You didn't target me, you didn't target me. Razor Leaf is going to not really do a lot of damage to me because I resist it. Alright, this should be it for Rockruff. And if I'm understanding the rules, that's the battle. Alright, that is the battle. If it was 3 on 3 on 3 on 3, would that mean that the battle ends the first time someone goes down, or the first time someone has no team members left? I assume it's the latter, because the first time anyone goes down would be like, every battle would be like 1 turn. You are on fire during that battle. I hope you bring that fire with you and burn up my trial. Why is Pokemon written like this? The name's Kiawe, the fire captain. You can get to Whale of Volcano Peak from Route 7. I'll be waiting on the peak. If you plan to see your island challenge through to the end, climb the tower with your strongest team. Alright, we'll do that, I'm sure. So, Draga, how's your trials going? I hope you and your Pokemon are working hard and having a blast. Woo! But, Mr. Masked Royal, how do you even know that we're doing our trials right now? Oh, I get it, because of our amulets, huh? I feel like How is mocking me from, like, no, it would be 9 years ago now. He's definitely just mocking me from the past. But why are you here? Why would you even want to do a Battle Royale? Are you still trying to get stronger or something? Or maybe you just want to make some friends, heh. Eh, who needs friends? I'm not here to play. I'm here because you can't protect anything when you're weak. Alright, Mr. Designated Edgy Teenager down to the hairstyle. Wow, you're just a ray of sunshine, eh? I think you'd have a lot more fun if you just let yourself have a good time with everyone else. We can do a lot more together, too. Well, I don't know what his deal is, but I thought that battle was just plain fun. That's why I'm gonna keep doing the Battle Royales and why my Pokemon seem to like them, too. Alright. You have fun with that. I'm gonna end this off here. So I think next time we're gonna be continuing towards the volcano and doing Kiawe or Kiawe, whoever his name is pronounced, challenge. And it can put in a little more effort. That sounds like you're the EV checker. Is that another sticker? That was another sticker. That was hidden by the railing. You can't hide from me. Alright. You don't know who your allies are. Well, your allies are nobody in this format, aren't they? Unless you're, like, voluntarily ganging up on someone else. Do you think pro wrestlers change costumes so that they can sell new merch? Probably. Oh, this is the entrance to the seats. I definitely thought that was a taco up there. I think that's enough for today. My name is Dragonite. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.